to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Dubai. I'm here with the greatest woman of all time. Hello, Claressa.
I'm good. Thank you for, announcing me as I am.
I'm not stalking you, by the way. I was just here anyway.
No, I don't think you're stalking me because it's hard to keep up with me because I'm everywhere.
Yeah, no one knows you're here, do they? Have you announced that you're here in Dubai?
No, because that's how I move. I don't really announce that I'm nowhere. I just show up where I want, wherever I want to do what I want. That's it.
Turn up, show up.
That's it.
Okay, so it's been a few weeks, obviously, since a great night in London for yourself. Kind of keeping your status as what you say you are in the greatest woman of all time. We're going to talk about that as the interview goes on, but looking back at that fight, were you happy with your performance?
Yeah, at the end of the day, all I wanted to do was win and show and, prove to her that size does not win fights. Just because you're bigger doesn't mean that you're going to win a fight. And just because you beat me in the amateurs don't mean you're going to beat me in the pros. I was able to prove all of that, but I showed that as far as in skill-wise, I'm levels above Savannah Marshall. More, as in grit, I got way more grit than her. Tougher than what she thought I was. And just very, very skillful. I think that my defense and the body work definitely played a big part in winning that fight.
Claressa, where does Savannah rank amongst the pro opponents that you've faced in your career?
Skill-wise, I feel like she needs some work, but she's a bigger girl, and a lot of girls are going to fold to that pressure of her size, and she's not really like people talking about like she's a big puncher. She's not really a big puncher. She's just really big and really heavy. So when you fight against somebody that's really bigger than you, it feels different, you know what I'm saying? But as far as in skill-wise, I would say I rank her maybe in my top 5, but she's not the best skill fighter that I fought against. But definitely the biggest, for sure. She's definitely like the biggest girl that I've ever faced in boxing, for sure.
Obviously, we know that there was a huge build-up, obviously, from years ago, including the amateur fight and just the back and forth. But now, is this saga with Savannah Marshall over now, Claressa? Is it done with?
I won unanimously. If you ask me, I won 8 rounds to 2. I don't think that the fight was close. I've seen Savannah Marshall has come out of her cave and she's saying, Claressa knows that the fight was close and rematch this and rematch that down the line or whatever, but I only want to fight the best. And to me, Savannah Marshall was never the best, but she was the biggest, for sure. And she was, and the fight held its challenges. And I enjoyed it. If she wants to rematch, we can do a rematch down the line. If she, I know there's other girls that I'm looking forward to fighting too, because I might fly back to the UK and watch Natasha Jonas versus Marie-Eve Dicaire, fight the winner of that. I have a lot of options and other girls to fight, but Savannah Marshall, she can still be on my list, and I would definitely fight her again. She's not off the list. If she wants some more smoke, I give her some more smoke.
When I spoke to Savannah Marshall immediately after your fight, she humbly said that she was beaten clearly by yourself. She did say that, but is she wrong for wanting another fight for you? Is that a wrong thing to do from Savannah's point of view?
No, she beat me 10 years ago, right, in the amateurs. So I've always wanted to rematch her. When somebody beats you, you always want to, beat them, especially when you're undefeated. She was the undefeated professional world champion. So I understand her wanting a rematch. But if she plans on winning, she has a lot of work to do. That's all.
What are your options? Give me 3 of your top options at the moment. We know you've got countless options, but just tell me what your top 3 options are for you right now.
1, Natasha Jonas. 2, Terry Harper. 3, Shadaysha Green. Or Franchon Cruz, if we're going to say 4 of them. I got a lot of options. There are girls who are coming up. There are other girls at 160 who I believe I can fight against. So it's a lot of options.
Claressa, we know that you've obviously had the majority of your fights in the US, but you have fought in the UK now. don't tell me you get more love. You get more love here, surely, don't you? I think you do. I think everyone kind of... We saw that packed out O2 Arena the other day with such a huge fight and a huge night for women's boxing. But is it level? Is it... Go on.
So my fans are all around the world love me, and I love y'all too. Really, all the fans, majority of the fans in the UK showed up to see me lose. They were not there as Claressa Shields fans, but they were fans after. So I knew that I had a whole lot of support. But one of the main reasons was, yeah, we respect Claressa as a great fighter, but we want her to lose. So
Who said that?
that's what I felt, because they booed me and they booed the national anthem as I walked out, which I've never heard the national
That's
anthem.
wrong. They shouldn't boo the national anthem.
I've never heard that ever happen once in my life. But the UK fans showed so much love, and just for women's boxing, for me after I won, just the whole build-up was just epic. We had over 2 million watchers in the UK. Of course, I will go back to the UK and fight again. I would just hope not to get booed out next time.
The gauge I've got from this side is that I don't think people dislike you. I think people kind of take you. Some people may not take to you or whatever, but you're opinionated. You say how you feel. If people don't like that, then so what?
But I think a lot of the fans know that I'm a great fighter, and that's really all that matters to me. As far as in being a great person or being opinionated or whatever they feel, we're all opinionated. Everyone in the world is. Everyone got their own opinion, got their own beliefs, their own ways of how they think life should be lived. We all have that. So I guess I'm just a little bit louder with mine, I guess, or maybe more eyes is on me. But
People are not just used to it, are they? They're not used to it.
they're not used to everybody keeping it real, you know. And I let the world into my real life to see like how I really am, to see what I do outside the ring. And hey, it is what it is. But I think I will fight wherever the money is at. If that's here in Dubai, if that's in London, that's in Africa, that's in America, whoever the best is too, I will go wherever and fight. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, final question. I've got to ask you about something. It was a post that you put on Twitter, and it was a video from one of Savannah Marshall's team, Kerry Kayes, rubbing your back with a cloth, and you put that out on your Twitter. Can you just talk to me about that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it was trending on TikTok, and he had like a little brown bottle, and then he had a towel. I didn't see him put anything on the brown, put the brown stuff on the towel, but everybody else saying like it looked like he put some on the towel and he wiped my back with it. But then, I mean, I didn't think that. I just was like, well, it's kind of like against the code for any other coach to even like touch a fighter where I'm from. In America, we don't do that. Like if the coach maybe give you a hug and then that's it, but like wiping you with a towel and stuff, like I don't know, we don't do that. But I think Tony Bellew said that it was a sign of respect, so I just take it as a sign of respect.
Right, well, listen, I'm a fighter. I'm not a trainer, but I know Kerry Kayes very well, and I can.
Is that the guy name?
Kerry Kayes, yes.
Oh, so do you know Kerry who?
Kerry Kayes.
Kerry Kayes.
Yeah.
I don't think he wiped nothing on me. I'm just saying it was trending on TikTok. People made that up. I don't know. But both our tests came back clean anyway, so we're all good, my guy.
People that know Kerry Kayes know that he's one of the most respected people in UK
Yeah,
boxing.
that's what Tony Bellew said.
And it wasn't just Tony Bellew's comment, but if you look through the comments of people that know Kerry, they know he's got an impeccable reputation, and that wasn't the case. But he said that, he told me the other day, I saw him the other day, and he said that he's going to put that towel in a frame now because it's been talked about. He did tell me that. He said he's got Claressa Shields' DNA. That's what he said. But yeah, I need to ask you about that because I know Kerry very well. And
No,
yeah.
it was just trending on TikTok, and then me and my team seen it. We like, what the heck? But I just put it out there just to kind of to entertain the fans and entertain their ideas. But I really didn't think nothing of it. If I did, it would have went up to the higher powers, and they would have reached out to Kerry and to Savannah Marshall team. But it wasn't none of no big deal. I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
Sure, if you've actually thought that, then you're not going to just stick it on Twitter and
No,
like,
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm going to go to the higher powers and say, hey, check this out. What was in that bottle? Make sure that my tests come back clean. Because I don't, you know what I'm saying, just stuff like that. But all in all, I really enjoyed the fight with me and Savannah Marshall. It was nothing but respect after. She bowed down and called me the GOAT, as she should. And really, she didn't even have to do that because whether she said it or not, it still is. Like, I am the greatest woman of all time, and I've been that before I fought her, and I'll continue to be that. and get better. You know, I'm not just gonna leave my performance there with Savannah Marshall. I feel like now that when I fight against smaller girls, I know how to use my size now. It's like you always take something from a fighter. So I took that knowledge from her, how she was fighting dirty. She was using her forearms. She threw a couple elbows. Go back and watch the fight. She was doing a whole lot of pushing and holding and stuff, but I was really hurting Savannah Marshall, so it was different for her in there, especially the body shots. Some of the hooks she didn't see coming, the right hands. I think she didn't know that I possessed that much power, but for this fight, we definitely put on some muscle for her because we knew she was bigger, but we didn't know how hard or how tough she would be. So definitely, like, the power was needed, but I'm gonna add that to my next fights and continue getting better.
Okay, sorry, I keep saying one more, but I have got one more. Katie Taylor fought recently in London against Cara Bajal. A lot of people kept asking Katie Taylor about who is the GOAT, who is the greatest woman boxer, and she didn't really kind of entertain the conversation. But is there an argument, in your opinion, between you and Katie Taylor, whose achievements as well are impeccable as are yours? Is there an argument about that, in your opinion, about who is the greatest woman between you and Katie Taylor?
I will say that it all depends on what you like. You know, Katie has a lot of competitive fights where, you know, splits, and you know, sometimes people think that she lost to Delphine Pursoon and she lost to Jessica McCaskill and stuff like that, but she's very skilled, and we're skilled in our own way. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, it's all about what you like. If you like the fighter to go out there and be dominant, have great defense, and win fights unanimously, like me. You like the rock'em sock'em robots type of deal, and like how fast Katie is on her feet, and how she kind of like controls the ring and her ring generalship. Then you like Katie. So it's out of me and her. I'm always gonna say it's me, but I respect her for saying 1A, 1B, and it's really, to me, the same thing, 1A, 1B. And the only way we'll ever find out is if me and Katie Taylor ever fought.
What kind of weight is that?
47, I think, and maybe like with a small rehydration clause. But I think Katie is definitely like super too small for me. But champions will do what they have to do. Like, I gained some muscle to fight against Savannah Marshall. I think Katie would have to gain some size and stuff to fight against me. But at the same time, we could even spar, and I think that millions will watch. And I would love to get in there with Katie because I'm like kind of tall, but I'm not big as what everybody thinks, especially, you know, when I'm in camp. So I would love to spar against Katie. And that's the only way that we'll see whose skills is better. But right now it's 1A, 1B for sure.
You never know what's around the corner.
You never know. Maybe we do an exhibition or something in Dubai.
I like the way, Claressa, I like the way you support other women fighters. You put a tweet out about Chantel Cameron, who become undisputed champion the other day, and yeah, I like the way you embrace them situations. You know,
I'm not a hater. You know, some of these girls be mad because they don't box like me, or because I get more shine and I make more money than them, so they be hating and stuff. But when you the best, you don't even have time to be hating on nobody. Like, so I seen where Chantel was like, oh, Clarissa's definitely not the greatest woman of all time. Savannah is, and you know, Katie and all this other stuff. And even though she said that, it was like, if you're not saying you the greatest woman of all time, shut up. Like, to me that's kind of weak. It's like, oh, who the greatest woman of all time? And it's like, if you're not saying you, but you're saying, oh no, it's this person, it's that person. You looking at your skills like it's worse than theirs. It's like, no, you're supposed to always feel that you're the best, and everybody else is kind of there, you know. So when I saw that, I'm like, I'm still gonna show her love and tell her congrats on becoming undisputed. You know, good luck with what she has next. And she said she wants to fight against Katie at Croke Park up in
Ireland. Dublin, yeah.
On my birthday, 3/17. So you guys trying to give me the flight to Ireland my birthday? But if you guys want me there, I'll be there supporting and cheering.
Okay. Right, well, Claressa, thank you very much for your time. Much appreciated as always. It's your sister, isn't it? Your sister.
Yep.
She's
like
there always with you, isn't she? She's just there.
Yeah.
You don't need security, you just need your sister.
No, I don't need security because I got hands, but definitely she got my back too. So she always with me, and we go everywhere together. Now we made it to Dubai.
Here at Bagatelle. Just a quick word on Floyd. Yeah, he's fighting in an exhibition against Deji. You've just been with Floyd now. Now, if you're going to give a diplomatic reasoning to why this fight's happening between the greatest fighter of our generation, you'd take offence to that because I didn't say you, but okay, Floyd. But he's fighting what is deemed as a YouTuber in Deji. What do you think about it?
Floyd can do what he wants. That's what he not boxing right now. He's not fighting against other top fighters. He already made his money. He had his fun. Now he having his fun some more, doing exhibitions, spending time with his fans, doing whatever he wants, and he's still boxing some. So, hey, Deji, I've actually seen him on YouTube. He's kind of wild when he punches. He's KSI brother. I mean, we got Tommy Fury on the undercard against Paul Bamba, which I know Paul Bamba personally, which is crazy. And then he's fighting against Tommy Fury. It's some more fights on the undercard. I'm just excited just about the whole thing. And he's giving these guys some shine and building them up. So, listen, Floyd can do no wrong in my eyes. Congrats to him. He making billions and millions. And listen, I'm trying to just rub elbows with him and shoulders so I can make them billions and millions next. Cause, yeah.
Right, I'm going to let you go because I dragged you away from your dinner, and much appreciate your time as always, Claressa, and hopefully we'll catch up with you again soon.
Quote out, the true GWOAT, one and only, 3-time undisputed, not the 2. Big GWOAT, not the little one.
I'm gonna share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light. Yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.